Hey folks, it's me again and welcome to one of my in-car videos for Piston.my. And today I'm driving the Volkswagen Golf R-Line. Oh yeah. This is the new R-Line with the leather seats. They just launched it like last week or week before last. And thus far it's been pretty nice. Listen to this. Hear that? Did you hear that? Yeah, well, believe it or not, this is just a 1.4 TSI. I mean, how amazing is that? Because I still can't wrap my head around the fact that it's just 1,400 cc, and not even 1,400 cc. I think it's about 1,398 or something like that. But because it's forced induction, it's just unbelievably quick. Okay, I'll be honest, it's definitely not as quick as a GTI. It's definitely not as quick as the Golf R. It's got 150 PS and about 250 Newton meters of torque, but that's available very, very low at about 1,500 RPM. You get all that 250 Newton meters of torque. So for point and shoot driving, this thing is pretty nice. I gotta admit, this thing is pretty nice. And of course, being a Volkswagen, the NVH is brilliant. It's quiet, it's comfortable. You've got different modes. Yeah, you've got sport mode. You've got let's see, I've got it in sport now because I'm being a bit naughty. Then you've got individual, and you can change your driving modes to suit whatever style you like. And you've got eco and normal. Now the default setting, of course, is normal, and all that power going to the front wheels goes via a 7-speed dry DSG. And yeah, no CVTs here, thank you very much. Surprisingly, no pedals either, but you can slot the DSG into manual and, you know, play around with the gear shift. So that gives you a modicum of a little bit of fun as far as changing gears on your own is concerned, short of having it as a regular 5 or 6 speed manual, which of course would be very, very nice in a car like this. Then again, I can understand why it's only offered in a DSG. Sales for manuals in Malaysia have just basically died, gone the way of the dodo, folks. I can't even really think of another car, a new car that is, that within certain budgets that you can buy, which is a manual, and maybe short of the first and second national car makers, of course. Yeah, you could still get a few of those in manual, I think. Yeah, the Asia is also comes in a manual. The what's the other one? The Myvi. Yeah, the Myvi has a manual. I gotta get me one of those and have a review on it, because I haven't reviewed a manual car in quite a long time, and kind of miss shifting gears, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, not to be too morose or anything, but yeah, long live the manual is dead. Long live the manual, or clutchless manual in this case. But okay, back to this car, the Golf R-Line. It's got a lot more trim than the regular Golf, and that trim is available for the bargain basement price of less than 170,000 ringgit now, 169 if I'm not mistaken. You can see the specifications in the article below later. But by and large, this is probably the first Volkswagen Golf that I've driven that doesn't seem to make you want to be a juvenile delinquent. You can still be, to an extent, a juvenile delinquent, and I recommend everybody becoming a juvenile delinquent every once in a while when it's safe. You know, of course, save it for the track, but when it's safe, this car can impart quite a little bit of fun, which is a good thing, because the last thing you want is to spend 170,000 ringgit on a car that you just go meh, you know, and use it for day-to-day driving and daily commuting, which of course everybody does. Well, almost everybody. But here's a car that you can actually drive daily as a daily commuter, or you can join your friends for a little bit of fun on Sunday for you know, that kind of a Sunday drive, which I recommend everyone doing, because to me, driving on a Sunday for absolutely no reason at all other than the fact that you just want to is therapy. And it's not just boredom therapy, it's mind and body and soul therapy. Don't worry, I'm not going to start chanting anything. But yeah, it really can clear your mind. Just going out for a drive, just you know, for the fun of it. When was the last time you went out for a drive just for the fun of it? I do it all the time. And even if I'm not having a test car with me, I do it in my own cars, and it really is very, very therapeutic. So, you know, I recommend that to everyone. No, you can see I'm stationary, so that's why my hands are not on the steering wheel. Speaking of steering wheel, yep, okay. We've got, of course, it's airbag equipped and multifunction as usual. What's really impressive though is the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster, I'll try and show it to you in a little while. The instrument cluster is a bit weird. It's completely flat and it's analog, but it's also digital. It's a digital analog, which is kind of cool. Actually, I have to admit, it's kind of cool. I love analog dials. You know, I'm old school. I really like analog dials. I love analog clocks, and this is a digital analog, so that's pretty nice. I've turned off the auto start stop because although this car is equipped with it, when the engine does cut off when you're stopped at a traffic light, like I am right now, it does tend to make the air conditioning get a little bit not so cool. And of course, in this climate where we are averaging about 40 degrees almost every day, yeah, I had to kill it, you know. But that said, I'm getting really good fuel efficiency. Of course, it's just a 1.4. Remember, it's just a 1.4, and on average, despite my best efforts to drain the tank before I give it back to VPCM, Volkswagen Passenger Car Malaysia, it's still got slightly more than half a tank of fuel and a 400 km range, and I've been driving for almost now 188.3 kilometers. So yeah, there you go. Fuel efficiency, a little bit of fun, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Sorry, I'm very particular when it comes to merging. I'm very, very careful about that because a lot of times people just merge and then look, and you know, that's just gonna be a bunch of trouble waiting to happen sooner or later. It's the law of averages. I mean, you keep doing that and sooner or later it's gonna catch up with you. So don't do that. You know, always look. Don't rely on your mirrors. Don't rely on the bliss or blind spot information system, which this car doesn't have. Okay, but never mind. Mirrors are good. So okay, now back to the car. Climate control. Bunches of airbags. I mean, I swear, if all the airbags came out at once, I think it's got like 7 airbags in this car. If all the airbags deployed at once, I'd probably be deaf for the rest of my life. But hey, you know, better deaf than dead, right? Oh, forget I said that. You should never talk about that when you're driving. Oh, bad. Anyway, there's no wood to touch, so I had to slap my face. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. There'll be more to come, of course. And I'm a little bit under the weather, so sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I swear to you, I'm not trying to sound sexy. It's just the weather's been so hot, and then it rains, and hot and it rains, and I'm out all the time. So yeah, it was just a matter of time before the some kind of bug caught up with me. So yeah, drink lots of water. Take your vitamins if you have any. If you don't, go buy some, because they really do help you fend off these bastard viruses and germs. And so okay, till the next time we drive again. And I'll try to wear a more appropriate shirt. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I know some of you probably did, because you guys are really sharp. And I love talking to you. So anyway, until the next one, read the article, because it's got all the specs in it, and log on to piston.my, www.piston.my, piston, and check out the site. You know, there's some interesting stuff in there. I talked about wagons. Did you know that Volvo has stopped selling the V90? That lovely V90 wagon, they've stopped selling it. Yeah, you know why? Because Malaysians don't buy wagons, and it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing, because wagons command a much higher resale value than the sedan counterpart of any car range. And I talked a little bit about that on the website. So go to the website, have a look at that, and follow us on Instagram. Yeah, piston.my. And in the meantime, I hope you're all back safe from Hari Raya. I hope you all got to where you were going safely. And then we'll talk again soon. As soon as I get over this stupid bug that I've got. So anyway, bless and love. See you guys.